Hello guys, Stratos gamelun here, and I'm uploading a new video about a deck that I guess hasn't got enough attention in my opinion. This deck is Constellar. Now you're probably wondering what the heck are Constellars, and if you already know Constellars, you probably think they're really bad. Well, I've made a build of Constellars, which is this build, which has beaten Windups and Macro Rabbit. This build has beat Windups and Macro Rabbit. Yes, I am not joking. So now you're wondering, how did that happen? Well, most of the Constellar monsters, let's face it, they suck. Constellars, really, I think they need to have more good monsters other than Cost and Sombres. Cost, what it does is this card cannot be used as a synchro material monster. Up to twice per turn, you can target one Constellar monster on the field and choose one of these effects. Resolve the chosen effect. Increase its level by 1, decrease its level by 1. So basically, you have another Constellar out, and you summon this guy out, and you can make a level 5, a level 3, whatever you want, since it's increase or decrease. So it has really a lot of versatility with this card. So this card is a really good Constellar, and this card is really good too. So this card's effect is you can banish one Constellar monster from your graveyard to target one Constellar monster in your graveyard. Add that target to your hand. This effect of Constellar Sombres can only be used once per turn. Once during your main phase 1 of the turn you use this effect, you can normal summon one Constellar monster in addition to your normal summon. You can only gain this effect once per turn. During the turn this card is sent to the graveyard, you can tribute summon one Constellar monster with one less tribute than required. So yeah, it has a lot of effects that support a lot of the cards, but mainly what you want to do is if you have this, banish a Constellar monster, add Cost to your hand, and then you can normal summon Cost again because of this card's effect. You can normal summon a Constellar monster in addition to your normal summon, so that's really good. But now you're wondering, what other Constellars do I have in here? I have Constellar Pollux. During the turn this card was normal summoned, you can normal summon one Constellar monster in addition to your normal summon, so basically normal summon this, normal summon Cost. So yeah. This one lets you special summon a level 4 Constellar monster from your hand. And Sheraton, this guy, lets you just add a Constellar monster from your deck to your hand. So he's basically like your Stratos. And of course Honest, since you have a bunch of lights. One of the best cards that I really like is once per turn when a Constellar Star Chart. This card is really good. Once per turn when a Constellar XYZ monster is special summoned face up to your side of the field, you can draw one card. So that basically means that with this card out and you XYZ summon a monster, you get to draw a card. So that's what basically makes the XYZ not minus at all. Because usually you summon this, then summon this, so it's basically like -1. And then it's a +1 when you get the monster out, and then it's another plus when you draw from this card. And this card is continuous, so you can use it a bunch of times, which is what makes it really good. Another good thing is that I found it very easy to fit a lot of back row in this deck. Now I'm not talking like Gravekeeper Lockdown or stuff like that, but this card does have some pretty good XYZs. It can make level 5s easy as hell, and this guy is just amazing. He's called Constellar Pleiades, and he requires 2 level 5 light monsters. So his effect is once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach one XYZ material from this card to target one card on the field and return that target to the hand. Talk about broken. Not only does it have a built-in compulse effect, and you can use it twice, but it can also work on either player's turn. Talk about amazing. So yeah, so he's pretty broken, and he's also a Constellar, so if you summon him, then you'll get to draw one card from Star Chart. What other things? Omega is also pretty good because its effect is you can detach one XYZ monster from material from this card. This turn, all face-up Constellar monsters you currently control are unaffected by spell and trap cards, which means that if you activate this guy's effect, then you won't be activated by trap cards, really, by spell or trap cards. Really good for some big pushes and stuff like that. It's also during either player's turn, so it's cool. They can Dark Hole and you can detach this and nothing will happen to you. Like, if they don't read this card's effect close enough, then they might make some pretty costly misplays. So that's really good. What else? What do I think this archetype was kind of not... I don't know, nobody really saw it. I mean, I've seen a bunch of versions. The problem is that there are a lot of Constellar monsters, And when you first look at them, you usually get the review that they're a really bad deck. You see a lot of the, one sec, I'll show you here. Constellars. Okay, so look at all these cards. When this card is normal or special summon, all Constellar monsters you control gain 500 attack. That's not very good. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon one level 3 Constellar monster from your hand. So basically, most of these cards' effects is that when this card is normal summon, you can summon another monster, which most people see it usually as a -1, since you basically waste 2 cards automatically and you have to kind of get back at that. But this deck has some pretty good tricks up its sleeve, such as this card as well, pretty good. Works really well. Nobody really looked at the star chart. They only looked at the Constellar belt, which I don't really like. I'm not using it. I don't think it's a very good card. But yeah, you have all these pretty good cards. I'm not using this, but you can definitely use it. Target 2 Constellar monsters in your graveyard. Add those targets to your hand. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this effect. So you activate this card. It's called Constellar Super Rebirth. So this card is not bad. You can't conduct your battle phase, but it could save you. You could add like Pollux and Cost to your hand. Cost is really your main guy. You're going to search him with Sheraton most of the time. And then Sombrace is also really broken, and yeah. The problem, one of the main problems with this deck is that if you only have like one card in your hand, besides Sombrace, when you have like some cards in the graveyard, when you only have like this in your hand, no other monsters, then you're kind of stuck. You don't really want to normal summon this card, because then it loses its special summon ability, and you don't want to normal summon this card because then you lose its other normal summon ability. And if you just have Cost with no other monsters, then you don't like to waste the cost. So really, a good normal summon for you is Sheraton, which is like a stratos. It's really good. And Sombrace, if you have cards in the graveyard, you can make a quick XYZ, which is a really good plus. This deck that really needs pluses gets one from Sombrace. But I think it is enough considering the fact that with Star Chart you plus immensely, and the fact that this deck can run back row like crazy and not really get affected too much by it. So yeah, so that's what I think about Constellars. Tell me if you guys had any success with any builds that you would like to run with Constellars. So yeah, that's my video. Bye.